This morning, we are going to do Three Little Birds by Bob Marley, and I'm going to show you the chords. The reason I'm doing this song is yesterday I did a live stream on the key of A major and talked through the main chords that are used in that key, the major chords at least that are used in that key. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking about some easy keys to play in for open chords. And A major was one of the first ones that I talked about because your fingers are closer together when on all of the major chords in that key. So let's first of all talk about the chords that are going to be in Three Little Birds. And then we'll talk about how to play the rhythms and things like that throughout the song. So in the key of A major, the main chords that you're going to use are the major chords, and the major chords in this key are A, D, and then E. All right, and so if you don't know those chords, I will have a link in the description where you can see those. And then later on this week, I am going to be releasing a couple of videos that you can play along with. I'm going to do the melody. I'm going to do some of the background parts. So if you're even interested in lead, this is a great song to like take apart and do a lot of different things with it. And there are even other ways that you can play these chords. Depending on the style of music that you're going for, or the style of reggae that is playing. With this one, these open chords work great. So let's just go through the chords. So it starts with A, D, back to A, D, back to A, stay on A, E, A, D, A, E, D, then A. Now, that's great if that's the way you want to play. You can just kind of do like a strumming rhythm. I was just going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. But if you want to get that offbeat kind of feel, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Most of the time, you're going to be doing upstrokes with those. But if that's too difficult for you, you can start with downstrokes. So if our beat is 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're on 2 and 4. Don't worry about a thing. And see, it would also work if you wanted to do those as downstrokes as well. If you wanted to get started that way, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And a lot of times it's hard for people to find that offbeat. But you don't necessarily have to find that offbeat and get that timing. A lot of the times when you're trying to find that offbeat and get it accurate, because if you can find it occasionally, a lot of people still have a hard time with keeping it consistent all the time. But the trick to that, if you're doing the upstrokes, if you're doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, notice that my hand is going down on the 1 and the 1 and the 3. So I'm actually playing all the beats. I'm just muting the strings on that first one. So all I'm doing is I have my hand up over here so that if I played, the strings aren't going to make a sound. So if I'm playing, not going to make a sound. So I'm doing a downstroke, then I'm going up. So it's going to sound like, and when I go up, I'm putting my fingers back down. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, like that. And you just do that with all the chords. Don't worry. A, D, back to A. And you can see my hand over here is just moving up and down. My left hand is doing the majority of the work. And then what I'm doing over here is I'm coming down and I'm just letting my palm hit at the end to just make sure that the strings are dead. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think you can see my palms going down. And then you can see, watch this hand this time. It's coming up and down just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's just really, this is just a little extra insurance to make sure that you really dampen those strings. So to get that rhythm, like I said, you don't have to just do the upstrokes. I wouldn't even be able to do it if I was just trying to go and not have that extra part, because that helps you be a lot more accurate if you're doing that damping with your right hand on 1 and 3. So it ends up sounding more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go over the chords again. So A, about a thing. Go to D, every little thing. It's gonna be alright. Back to A. Don't worry about a thing. To D, every little thing. It's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, stay on A right there. Smile at the rising E. 3 little birds, A. Pitch by my doorstep, D. Singing sweet songs, A. A melody pure and true, E. Saying, D, this is my message to you. All right, so try it out. Let me know what you think, and be looking for some more easy songs in A coming up a little bit later. Later this week, I'm going to show you how to play an Elvis Presley song with a capo and use it in A. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways because as I was searching, there are not a ton of songs that are originally written in A that only have 3 chords. And so there are definitely some other ways that you can play those, though. So check it out later this week. I'm going to do Hound Dog in the key of A. I'm going to show you how to play that in the key of A with a capo. So bring your capo along and follow along with me. And if you have any requests, leave those in the comments below, and I will get to them as soon as I can. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time.